Hey guys, today we're going to do Purge the Depths, and the difficulty here is dynamic, meaning it changes with the number of players that you have. My warband runs this fairly frequently with say 2 to 3 players, and it is easily the fastest way to cap your warband points. Also, if you're concerned about being time efficient, the ideal thing to do is get 1,000 points before you run your raids in that Monday to Wednesday raid reset, and then run your raids again on Thursday, and that will get you up to 1,200. That's the best use of your time. If you're just looking to get as many points as possible in the least amount of time, you would just run your raids each reset, not do anything else, and hopefully have 800 points just from that. However, doing, say, the Purge or the defenses up to 1,000, and then getting the 2 raid resets knocked out will get you 1,200, and you'll spend less time in here capping your points out. But I'm going to show you how to make your time in here as painless as possible. So this map has gone straight through, all the way through, and this is a tile with these dashes. This is a tile. This is a tile. Now, we can catch a glimpse of some walls here and a room here. And also this has a circular section. There is not a tile, to my knowledge, over here that will have a Rift Guardian. This Rift Guardian is over here. In fact, I believe he's going to be down here. We're going to come down over here, and then we'll enter the room kind of from this direction. And I'll explain in more detail, more examples of this, and kind of what I mean by those tiles, and hopefully everybody can get more familiar. And there he is. I'm going to come down in this direction, wrap around like I said, and I'm going to enter from right here. So I already knew where this Guardian was very fast. Obviously, I'm familiar with tiles. Certainly wouldn't expect everybody to be that familiar instantly, but the more you do this, or if you have experience with things like this, that will make sense. And it is exactly like I said. Came down and I wrapped around and he was right there. And that's because I know that there is not a tile with this and this that houses a Guardian when you enter the room from this direction. So I'll give you a few more examples and give me a sec. Okay, so I've got another map here, and in this particular map you can see I don't have anything explored yet. I just zoned in right here and I immediately hit this wall, and I knew with this tile, and this tile goes up around here, I already know where this is going to go. It's going to go up here, it's going to be an exit, and eventually I'm going to have to work my way in this direction, and the garden is actually going to be somewhere in this vicinity. So we'll finish clearing this out. Again, I'm just going to sprint up there.
Give it more time.
Here's that first sidestep I was talking about. Now the Guardian should be kind of in the western direction over here, and then up a little bit. And there it is. So I'll kill him, and then I'll give you a better look. Just going to clear out the mobs so that I don't have to deal with the noises going on and so forth when I'm trying to talk to you. Okay, and I'll show you the map again. So remember when we zoned in and we were here, and I told you we were going to go up here, take a little step over, and the Guardian would be right there. And I might have missed the placement by a hair, but I knew exactly where that Guardian is going to be. That's because, as I mentioned, these are tiles. Think of them like, think of the database, excuse me, as a giant bag of puzzles, or puzzle pieces rather. And when you zone in, it randomly generates these, and it starts with the first and the last piece. And then it has to, if this is the first piece, it has to pull from the database a puzzle piece that interlocks with that. And then it'll pull another piece that interlocks from that, say over here and over there. And it does this one after another until it gets the Guardian. Well, since these puzzle pieces are pre-created and then the maps are randomly generated, there are only so many possible combinations. And there's a lot of repetitiveness to how the layouts will be. When you get this piece here, it is almost certain that boss will be up and just over to the side, like I mentioned from where I was at the start of this clip. And you know where it's going to be, so you can just sprint your way there to make your clears faster and faster. So I'm going to try to pull up another one for you. Okay, I've got a third example, and this is on the wing that's straight ahead. Just to give you one of each side for now. And there's another tile here. And we had a similar tile, if you remember this shape. However, the tile itself is different than the time we saw it over here because it's got these rooms. If I had this tile here, that guardian would be up here, up and slightly off to the west like I mentioned before. However, getting it here with these two additional rooms, if I go up here, this is going to be a dead end. And the guardian is going to be off in this direction. So I'll go up here and show you if you made the mistake of following that there, that you would just be led into a dead end. And sure enough, immediate dead end. So we actually, because it has those two circular rooms, it's a slightly different tile. And this guardian is up over here. Make your way around, and you're just going to keep going kind of to the northeast, and you can see him pop up on the minimap now.
Death is patient.
And here he is. So again, this tile, with nothing revealed, I knew that would be a dead end, and I knew the guardian would be up in that direction. So learn your tiles. The more you do them, the more they'll be familiar as you get in, the faster you'll be moving through them. I mean, I made it from here to here, and I already knew where the guardian was. So the clear time can definitely go down, and capping your warband points is not as daunting as you thought, but make sure you have warband members that are active when you're active. Find the right warband, cap your points out, take advantage of that new tableau. Thank you all for watching. Okay, got another example here, and I'm on the right side as you come in or zone in from the Purge. And I've come straight down, basically with nothing in my way, just tile here, straight through to a tile here, and into a dead end. Now in this particular layout, this is going to be a dead end with this kind of part of it facing this direction here, and the Rift Guardian is actually over here, so or somewhere in that vicinity. It may actually be a little bit up here, sorry, but somewhere in this vicinity is where we're going to find the Guardian. So I'm going to come over here first, show you the dead end. Dead end there. And here's the little kind of curved dead end I was talking about. You'll see it looks just like that other one. Curve here, curve there. And this Guardian is over here.
I am renewed.
If I can get there. It is on the minimap now. And it didn't drop the marrow, but that's fine. Just gonna clear the room out. And remember when I was here, and I told you that that Guardian was up in this direction, and sure enough, he's right there. I also knew that this was a dead end. Sorry, I had to. I had one more clip in here because the mobs just kept training their ways into that room forever. However, I'm back at the tableau. And you'll see I'm capped. I've actually been capped since Thursday, I believe. So super effective to do it that way. But I do want to mention one last piece on the way out. The main stats here in the tableau, the strength and int are actually affecting combat rating regardless of your class. So make sure that your 4 ancestral weapons with the highest bonus attributes have at least 1 of strength, 1 of int, and that will be relative until you start hitting these max bonuses. Once you're hitting the max, you may get more combat rating from stacking 1 stat as opposed to having both, but until you're up near those maximum values, this total will be greater provided you're getting both strength and intellect. So thank you guys very much for watching. I hope this has been educational for everybody. I haven't seen this information put out anywhere else, so I'm happy to kind of answer any questions if other content creators or viewers obviously have them. Help everybody get a better understanding of this, and everybody can be more efficient. Take it easy.